term or different. Oh, it was called merit or something like that. But what do you feel like is the reason that, I mean, I have my own personal reasons why I feel like some people underperform as GT students, but why do you feel like a lot of kids underperform as, 'cause I think they said that's the biggest underperformers in the educational system is gifted students. Why do you feel like that is?
There are a lot of reasons, and sometimes kids have several of those reasons combined, and sometimes it's just one thing that sticks out. Sometimes it's something that's underlying at home that's going on. I had a gifted student who would fall asleep in class every day and was completely apathetic. But then when I dug deep in and found out about her home, I found out that, her mom was working a night shift and she was taking care of her 2-year-old daughter or her 2-year-old sister. And so, of course, she was tired every day coming into school because she had been, kind of a second mom at home. Sometimes it is something that is uh, just laziness. Sometimes that really is the case that they just really don't want to assert themselves. Sometimes it's being under challenged. Sometimes they see something that seems beneath them. Not that they're trying to, be snooty about it or anything, but if they don't feel like there is one of the big motivators I think that we can have is to have a why, like Simon Sinek talks about. If you have a why, if you have a purpose, then that's an intrinsic motivator. But if you don't have that why, you don't understand why you're doing something, you haven't been given a purpose, or you don't really care about it that much, then there isn't much motivation. So if you're given something that's well beneath your ability, then you may be thinking, well, why should I even do this? Why should I waste my time? Like, how is this going to benefit me? What purpose does it serve? And that's where I think we find a lot of our gifted students in that category where they feel like the work doesn't have some kind of meaning. And so that's why it's so important to tie things to student interests, but also to really understand what their abilities are and to be able to make sure that we're pushing them at an instructional level that isn't too hard, isn't too easy, but that's at that level that they are gaining